Schön, alle hier zu sehen. You're here to see me, right? Like two people are like, yeah, we love you because you're great. I am great, but it's neither here nor there. I am super excited, and I'm just starting in English. Screw it, I'm just starting in English. Aber ihr könnt das auf Deutsch machen, aber für 2 Sekunden. Okay, I'm super excited because I told you guys I'm a fan of stuff, and I'm a fan of Doctor Who. I'm a fan of Harry Potter. I'm a fan of Jessica Jones. I'm a fan of Good Omens. So luckily, it just so happens we have somebody that's been in all of that and like 7,000 other things. But I forgot what his name was. Can you help me out? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Tennant. I love you. Oh yeah, the smoke.
So good, aren't they?
I love how much energy you have. I'm going to let you have all the energy.
We should have a prize for the best anagram, and we can rearrange these.
Well, we have G-E-R-M-A-N.
Yeah.
Come on. What can we spell with that?
Do they all move?
Yeah, we can move them. Carefully. They all move.
Who wants a letter? I'm kidding.
Nah. What can we do?
Can, C-A-N. I mean, I can only do it in English, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But we can accept German anagrams as well.
C-A-R...
Or maybe that's better. Is that better?
Only one. Is the one here? I do one. What do we need? Do we need an O? Do we need...
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Did you break my eye?
I did. Comenio. Well, somebody's got to sort that out later. Sorry.
It's not me. I'm not going to do it. No. Well, I say, you know, obviously to begin the show, we had to say allons-y.
Allons-y, indeed. Yes.
Nice.
All I can think about is anagrams now.
It's the turning chairs that I'm rolling around.
I don't know. Move on.
I'm also not two guys with ADHD just give a stage and microphone to two spazzes and we'll hang on.
Very good. These are great chairs. And look at this length of stage control.
Please don't fall off. Wait a minute. Okay. We're gonna put this over here. You're gonna come up. You come to the front.
Yeah.
We're gonna race. Do you want to do a backwards race or a frontwards race?
No, which is easier?
It's easier to do backwards.
Yeah, let's do backwards. It's also much more dangerous. So that's good.
I'm gonna give myself a head start. We're gonna race across the stage.
You're ahead of me. What's this?
Well, of course I can't stand in front of the lions.
This race? Come on.
All right. 3, 2, 1, los!
to talk about, right?
Well, I mean, I did want to play some games with you. I do have a great game. Because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but David is Scottish. Did you know that? And did you know that my grandmother was also like half Scottish? You knew that, right? Because my 1,000 TikTok followers on German color, they know everything about me. So I thought, because everybody's got their family cartons.
Yes.
And everybody, well, no, not everybody wears a kilt, because you don't wear a kilt all the time.
No, I'm not wearing one today. Not outside my trousers anyway.
It's more of a formal wear.
Yes.
So I would like to play a game called Name That Kilt.
I mean, it's an excellent idea.
Right?
An excellent idea.
How could this go wrong?
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them put up some pictures on the board of people wearing kilts. And here's our first one here.
What does that mean?
What's what mean?
Number 6.
I don't know. Number 6. I think maybe that's like a pro video game player. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know we got the chairs from Case King. So yeah, name that kilt. Who is that?
Is that Ewan McGregor?
Let's see who it is. Well done. It's like the typical Ewan McGregor. He's kind of small. All right, let's take a look at the next one.
Oh, who's that?
I like how they got the sizzle over there. And then, who is that? He's also Scottish, by the way. If that helps you. Who is it?
Sean Connery?
Actually, that wasn't him, so I don't know what happened there. That was Andy Murray.
That was Andy Murray
That was
before,
Andy
was it?
Murray, yeah.
That's John Marlon, I can
That's
tell,
him, yeah.
because you've forgotten to put the thing over his face.
I did.
So it's a bit of a giveaway.
It's a bit of a giveaway.
It's outside the St David's Hotel in Cardiff. Do I get an extra point for that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
That's me. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring up the next one.
That is me.
No.
Yes, it is. It is. Because I recognize the movie poster. That is me.
No.
Go on.
No. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Now let's see who we got next. I love this game. Ooh. I know who this is.
Barefoot.
Yeah.
Someone a little bit slinky.
Looks like McDonald the Isle Carton.
There's a little kind of... There's a kink in the hips there, which is interesting. And the barefootness is interesting. I wonder if that's something to do with... It's obviously some sort of fancy photo shoot. Is it...
I like you're trying to see everything.
Well, this is quite sort of... There's a sort of...
Well, it's like they're under a bridge, and on the bank of a river somewhere.
The leg is distracting me. The leg doesn't look like it fits the rest of the body.
Give me one guess. What do you think?
I'm worried I'm going to insult somebody.
That's okay. Nobody's going to see this.
What does the audience think?
What do you think it is? Scream a name. Michael Sheen?
Michael Sheen? I think he'd spontaneously combust if he put a kilt on it.
Let me guess. What do you think?
It's someone from Outlander.
Somebody from Outlander.
Is that right?
No. Let's see who it is.
Oh, it's Tilda Swinton! Interesting. Very good. I did not get that right. No.
Alright, let's see who we got next. Ooh.
Those shoes are a worry.
Well, I will tell you, this is a Scottish national treasure.
Oh.
I don't know if you all would know who it is, but you and I would know who it is.
Really?
Yes, of course. It's not Sean
I think the people of Germany would know who Sean Connery is.
I would think so.
Because that was going to be my first guess. Well, then Billy Connolly's not. He's too internationally known as well. Then, so it's someone You might not know here. Oh, I don't know. Jim Kerr.
Jim Kerr. Let's see who it is.
Oh, I said that.
It is Billy Connolly.
Yes.
Do you know Billy Connolly? He's not super big in Germany.
Is he not?
I first saw him on Head of the Class. Like back in the
Yeah.
90s, I think that was.
Yeah.
He was on that. Yeah, I'm dating
I was brought up on Billy Connolly,
Okay.
his routines, and when I did the picture of me at our premiere, that was the film that I did with Billy Connolly.
Really?
And I spent the first week totally starstruck, absolutely unable to talk to him, just sort of couldn't look him in the eye, sort of. And I was playing his son, so that was an issue.
Yeah.
I just couldn't even. I was so overwhelmed. He's so kind of. He's sort of the king of Scotland, really, unofficially and officially. So he just being in his presence was a big deal. But then he is everything you would want him to be and more. He's as friendly and funny and terrific. So he's the king of Scotland.
Brilliant. I love it. Let's see what we got next.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Is this an actual Scottish person?
No.
Oh well, then I'm just guessing, aren't I?
You're
I mean, I've got
guessing.
nothing to go on
I
here.
know,
so-
I love it. That's why I picked
Papa Essiedu.
Papa Esido. Let's see who it is. I don't even know what number we're on, so I don't know. I don't know who's next.
You're just guessing as well.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
too.
okay.
Well, I'm not to be, offensive, but I know which one is Sam Jackson.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got next.
That's Sean Connery.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
I am, yeah.
Let's see if he's right.
Hello, Sean. How are you doing? You can tell him from the knees.
Sitting under the water doing his men's
You're shitting in the library. Like you will break your neck. With my little finger. Yeah.
Okay, what do we got left? I think there's maybe one more. Or
Okay.
two more. I don't know.
Oh, somebody on Saturday Night Live. That's what that
Oh, I
is.
love how you know Saturday Night Live.
I wonder if it's Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, let's take a look.
Oh, James, I should have got that. He's buff these days. Look at him.
He's looking good. Although I think that was a few years ago.
Well, he's still buff. I'm sure he's still.
I'm sure he is.
He's very
They
buff.
did, in that, I don't know if it's that episode, but they did a brilliant thing where it was like Glasgow air traffic control. He was just a thick Glaswegian bicep. Oh god, it was brilliant. I think there's one more.
Okay.
I think. One more.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. Who's that?
Any guesses?
I mean, there's not a lot of clues in the picture, are there?
No. The shoes look terrible.
I think it's you.
Why would I put a picture of me on there?
Because why else would that picture be up there?
Alright, do you think it's me? Yes! Well, let's see, I guess.
There you are.
Well done, well done. Oh, that picture's like 10 years old now already. I rode my motorbike in the guild.
That's not advisable.
No, it's not.
Were you travelling as a true Scotsman?
Well, I was going
Does anyone know what that means? Okay.
I was going to a Scottish festival in September, so no, that was not. All right, that was a fun game.
Okay.
You did very well. I think
Thank
you got
you.
like
Really?
6 out
I'm
of
annoyed I
10.
didn't get James. I'm annoyed I didn't get James.
I'm gonna call Billy up and say that like you didn't know it was him.
I totally knew it was him. You put me off with your rubbish clue.
Before, because we have lines up for questions. If you have a question, there's a microphone on the left and the right. Before the audience gets to the questions, and our colleagues are going to make sure that they're appropriate, I have one question.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if it's much of a question as it is, I heard something.
Right.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Right.
Do you all know where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Some of you do. There are whispers because Russell T. Davies is coming back to Dr.
I know.
And a little birdie told me
Yes.
he was bringing you with him.
Was that little birdie called the internet?
Maybe.
Yes. The thing about this, I've been asked a version of this question.
For the last 20 years.
For the last 20 years, yeah. And I've learned through bitter experience that there's not any point even answering it, because whatever I say is spun by whoever wants to hear it. So there's no point in me denying it, there's no point in me confirming it, there's no point in me fudging it. Whatever I say will become whatever the internet wants it to be. I mean, it would be quite a weird idea.
Of course.
And it's not something that you would necessarily expect from Doctor Who. So that's all I'm not going to try getting any more back. What's the point? But, you know, hey.
Brilliant. Well, thank you. You gave it your best.
Thank you, yeah.
Pick your poison, left or right?
I can't see anyone, so I'll go this side.
There's a line on the left. We've got a mic over there. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Hello, hi. I'm coming towards you.
Don't fall off the stage.
Hello, David.
How can I help?
I would like to know, you're acting for quite a few years by now, and you're doing
Quite a few.
theatre,
Just a
you're
few.
doing
Done a couple of
TV and
roles.
movies and everything. Did your way of acting change during the years with the experience you get? All actors say that they learned a lot from this and learned a lot from that. What is it that you learn and that changes your acting? And is there any idea when good will be on stage finally?
I think, to answer your second question first, I think we will hopefully be able to announce something about good soon, but we're not quite there yet. Our fingers are very crossed, and hopefully it will be relatively imminent.
We have to finish Dave's season 4 first.
Yeah. The thing about it's difficult to do because I think you learn things as everything in life. You learn things very gradually, and you're not always aware of what you're learning until a long time afterwards. I suppose if there's one sort of main thing, sometimes it's to get out of your own way, to stop sort of, because I think acting is at its best when it's most kind of connected to the person that's doing it, to when it feels most sort of human and real, and that I think is best when you're not putting stuff, your own stuff in front of it. It's a sort of, it's a kind of quest to find the kind of human bit in anything you do. And I think that's to do with trying to relax and trying to not stress it too much, whilst at the same time not relaxing and stressing everything. So it's a bit of a conceit that you play on yourself. And I think you just sort of try and get better at joining the dots. That's a myriad of very weird metaphors and similes. But there's something in there that I present and
Take from that what you will.
Yes, exactly. In fact, it's a very good question. It's a very interesting question, and I don't really know the answer.
I think you do better with 5 letters every single day. Maybe that was the problem.
I know
Too many letters.
Too many letters. I know. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, look at this one.
This is too tempting. Hi. Nice suit, by the way. You look great.
Fits you, so
Thank you.
I know that you were a big Doctor Who fan in your childhood, and you made it to play the Doctor, which is really cool. And
I'm going to stop you there for 1 second. He's such a Doctor Who fan that he married Doctor Who's daughter.
seem like the only reason I married her. At least that's what I have. That's the thing I have to keep up. She can't know that. But that's
Well, we will tell her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please go ahead.
And my question is, do you think an actor who isn't British, because I am German, and do you think a non-British actor could play in Doctor Who or the Doctor himself?
Oh, without a doubt, of course, why not? The Doctor can be anything, and the Doctor will continue to be a variety of different types of human, well, represented by types of human, obviously not a human. I can see no reason why not. I think it's the sort of part it can kind of take anything. It can be anyone and everyone. And at the same time, I think it just sort of feels right when you get the right actor playing the role. And I think we've been so lucky to have some really lovely actors I've been a huge fan of in the role, and then it felt like an incredible honour to get to do it myself. I don't see any reason why the Doctor couldn't be from anywhere on this planet or any other. So good luck. Are you auditioning for the role? Is that what you're putting yourself forward? I'll text Russell. I'll see if he's found it. Here's the thing, is it just me that's enjoying this bit?
If let's say, an American were to play Doctor Who,
yes,
would that American have to have an English accent or a British accent? I'm not asking. I'm
I don't see why.
asking for a friend.
I mean, the Doctor can be from Scotland, from the north of England, from London. Why can't the Doctor be from Wisconsin, say, for instance, for chance? Or Dortmund? You know, why not? Why not? I see no reason.
Let's go.
Hi.
Hi. So my question is about Doctor Who. What scene or what episode did you prepare to shoot?
I do you know what? It's really hard to have favourites. Because the thing about Doctor Who is every episode is so distinct from the one before. It's one of the great joys of being in it, is that you never get a chance to be bored, because it's always changing. The cast is always changing. You're always in a different, you're in the past, you're in the future, you're on a spaceship, you're in a mine, you're floating around in a spacesuit. So it's very hard to have a favourite. I had lots of favourites, and every one while I was making it was my favourite. It's always nice when there were lots of chums around, obviously. So there was that lovely bit in the Stolen Earth when we were all there together. The whole gang was there, and that was fun. But I genuinely don't have a favourite, because my favourite is sort of the last one you remind me of. I go, oh yes, I love that one. Oh yes, I love that one. I was very easily pleased. What's your favourite?
The girl in the fire.
See, these questions aren't easy. You come there, you line up with the doll, just start to eat. See, Jen, now you know.
Staring you.
Say again?
Which one?
Every episode staring you.
Which, it turns out, is the correct answer.
I do love The Girl in the Fireplace. I love
Yes. Midnight. It's great. Well, you know, I was very lucky. I'm doing the moving as I'm talking. Just, you know, we're maximising time. So we had a lot of great episodes. I was very lucky. Hi.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
First of all, thank you so very much for all of your incredible work.
Oh my goodness, you do. Thank you. Oh, I think the microphone's gone.
Yeah.
Come here.
I guess the question is, if you had the TARDIS and knew how to control it, what would your very first trip be? Or would you think, oh, I'm going to the past, and that would be a particular event in the past? Or would you go to the future or another planet? What would your very first trip be then? Thank you.
A very good question. But it's hard, isn't it? Because I mean, I think I would go to the past, because there's places I'd like to have been, you know? And obviously the future would be tempting, but I think it would be madness to go to the future. You'd drive yourself, we don't need to know how bad things are going to get, do we? Can they get any worse right now? Yeah, so I guess there are two things I would like to have witnessed. And one is, I'd like to have seen Shakespeare's company at the Globe Theatre. I'd like to have seen that. And I'd like to have seen the Beatles playing The Cavern. I'd like to have seen. Just to see if you could see the kind of sparks of history in the moment. Whether that was obvious then, or whether it's only through time that we've kind of discovered which art is tenacious and which isn't. I think that's really fascinating. And yeah, I'll start with that. I mean, I've got quite a long list, but those would be my first two, I think. Yeah, thank you. Hi.
My question is, have you ever gotten a Doctor Who related cake?
A Doctor Who related cake?
Yes, it's from my friend Loki.
I mean, do you mean like for my birthday or something? Or do you mean ever?
Ever.
Oh
Like
yeah, I must have been. I mean, yes. I think so. And many a time actually, which is always lovely, because I do like a bit of cake. My favourite cake?
Yes.
You're not going to make them.
That's challenging. I mean, a really good sort of chocolate fudge cake, but then I love a red velvet. A tart one, ideally a little bit tart. But then something with kind of a salted caramel is, anything with salted caramel is kind of catnip for me. So a combination of all three? Maybe in the shape of a Dalek. That's it. Hi.
I wanted to know what you think, who's better at Wordle, you or your wife?
She's not here, is she? I have to give her the answers every day. I know. It's a bit embarrassing and she doesn't like to talk about it. Yeah, that's all staged because I'm much better at it than her. And eventually, you know, she comes and says, "Oh, come on, give me the answer today again," and I have to just give her the answer. And then she goes on Instagram and pretends that she guessed it with fewer guesses. It's embarrassing, but nobody mention that, please, ever. Just keep that between us, yeah? Thank you.
One more.
Hi.
Hello David, I'm a huge fan of yours and a huge fan of Doctor Who. And I always wondered if your name, David Tennant, plays a factor that you got casted as the 10th Doctor.
It's neat, isn't it? It is neat, and I don't think it had occurred to anyone, as far as I'm aware. Unless they really were thinking, we need a gimmick. Boy, do we need a gimmick.
Matt Smith also named Smith at the end, and it's also fitting, I think. So maybe they at BBC need a gimmick for every Doctor.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I like to think
it's just a big Pet Shop Boys fan.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, I like to think I had more qualities than just 3 letters in my name. But you might have nailed it. That might be it. Another reason why I couldn't come back and be the next Doctor wouldn't make any sense. So that's unfortunately nailed that.
It would have to be like the 10,000.
Yeah, I'm not going to live that long.
Now, I know you're busy guy.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff to do. But our photographer, Jenna, has a favor to ask.
Jenna.
Jenna is it? I see Jenna.
Where is Jenna?
She's right there.
Come on, Jenna. Come on up here, Jenna. Let's hear it for Jenna, everybody.
Is this all right with you? Would you like to guys to have your picture taken with David Tennant? Yeah. Well then let's have your picture taken with David. Listen, we're gonna like skip the line, you know? Yeah. We're just gonna get it all taken care of right now. Do you want a video or do you want a video? David Tennant. But I'm gonna do it like this. You're gonna stand in front and I'm gonna stand behind you. Brilliant!
Jenna, everybody!
Thank you.